This video tutorial is divided into two sections. The first section is for laptop and desktop PC users, while the second section is for mobile phone and tablet users. If you plan on using the proxies on your mobile device only, you can skip this video to the 27th minute and 39th second of this video. That's where the smartphone tutorial begins. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how and where to buy good residential and ISP proxy from and how to set it up. So if you are not new to this channel, if you are new to this channel, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And then if you are our old subscribers and you've seen my previous videos, you should know that this site looks familiar. Yes, this is Proxy. Proxy have rebranded. They are now known as Geonix. Their service still remains the same. The quality of their proxies still remains the same. The only thing that has changed is just the name. So the service has not reduced. The performance has not been tampered with or reduced. So it still remains the same. So for those that have not signed up, if you want to sign up, check the video description. There's a link there. There's a unique link there so that you can use to sign up and get unique bonuses when buying proxies. So it's not, without wasting much time, let me show you the new users how to create an account. So to create an account, once you click on the link, you'll be brought to this homepage. This is how it looks like. Click on this button. It's called the login button. Click on the login button and to bring you to this page. So in this page now, you're going to put the email address you want to use and the password you want to use. And then once you put this email address and the password, do not click on login because you don't have an account yet. Click on sign up. So once you put the email address, you put the password, you click on sign up, and then an email will be sent to the email you use. So you use that mail to verify the email address, and then you'll immediately be given access to Geonix dashboard. So I already have an account, so I don't want to create multiple accounts. So this is how the dashboard looks like. So once you log in, this is how your dashboard will look like. So it's a very clean interface. In the dashboard here, they're just going to show you that this is your email. Then you can change your password. If you want to change your password, you can put the new password. You can see the number of proxies you've purchased. Note, purchase proxies. If you've bought residential proxies, it will not show here. It doesn't show under purchase proxies. Then if you want to set up two-factor authentication to better secure your proxy account, you can also set up two-step authentication. This is for the profile area. So if you want to buy proxy, there are two ways you can buy proxies. The first way is by topping up your balance. So if you can, as you can see, my balance is $31. So I already have $31 in my balance. To do that, this is the first step of topping up your account. You come to the balance part. You can put the amount you want to put. You can manually put the amount, or you can just come here and select from any of the one provided. So if you want to put $5, you can put from the $5 to as high as $500. So for this video, let's say we want to put $20. So you select $20 and then you come here and select the payment method. One thing I like about them is that they have several payment methods that works in different countries. So if you are in a country that has a MasterCard or Visa card that works, you can use it. If your MasterCard doesn't work from your country, you can actually use PayPal. If PayPal doesn't work, you can use crypto, either USDT, BTC, USDC, BNB, Tron. There are different cryptocurrency method you can use for your payment. But so we're not going to use that. We're going to come back to here. Since I already have my balance, I'm not going to replenish. But let's say for content purpose or for educational purpose, you want to use your Visa card to pay. You click on Visa and then click on Pay. So you'll be redirected to another place. So, and if you notice the link has changed, you're having your unique order, so they can help you track it and know that, okay, this is a person trying to make this payment. So as you can see, this is the payments page. Here you see your subtotal, which is $20, then value added tax, which is $1.5. So you're going to pay $21 in total, $21.50, but you'll be getting $20 in your account. So here, this is also your email address. Don't change this, just leave everything as it is. Do not change anything, and then click on continue. So now you're going to put, if you want to pay with PayPal, if you want to pay with PayPal, you can click on this link. It will direct you to your PayPal. You just need to log in your PayPal and then it will automatically pay for you. Or you can manually put in your card. You type in your card numbers, put in your details and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that here in this video. So then once you're done putting in your card details, click click on pay, and the payments will be processed. But we're not going to do that in this video. So another way you can pay is to come to here, this top button, and click on buy proxy. Once you click on buy proxy, you look at the different proxies they have here. There's IPv4, IPv6, ISP, mobile, and residence. So for the sake of this video and without wasting more time, we're going to focus on ISP and residence only. ISP and residence. Not that others are not working, others are working, but for the sake of this video, not to make the video long, we're just going to buy two and test them, which is ISP and resident. So click on ISP. So come to buy proxy here, click on ISP. Then they're going to show you the list of countries they have ISP. They have Australia, Brazil, lots of countries, USA, and stuff like that. So let's say you want to buy USA for this video. You click on USA, and then you're going to give it some seconds to load. So yeah, this is USA. As you can see, USA. How many? Now this proxy counts, right? It's how many USA IPs you want to buy. So if you want to buy one IP, leave it as one piece. If you want to buy 10 IPs, you leave it as 10 piece. And as you can see, the price has changed. But if it's one piece, the price is $2.7 for one IP. If you're buying two, it's $5.4 you get. So one IP address is $2.7, and this IP address will not change for the whole 1 month. It remains the same. So if you want to change it to 7 days, you can buy for 7 days. If it's just 7 days you want to use it for, if you want to use the IP address for 180 days, you can also buy for 180 days. So it depends on what you want to use it for and your budget. So for the sake of this video, let's just buy for 7 days, since we're not going to be using it. I'm just using it for this tutorial. So we're buying for 7 days. So once you click on the country you want, the number of IPs you want, and the duration, then you click on buy. So now this is the checkout page. No, this is the page before the checkout page. So now here they're going to ask you, what do you want to use it for? So there are different purposes. What do you want to use it for? Do you want to use it for social media, account management? Do you want to use it for online game, web scraping, other purpose? So I'm just going to choose other purpose. So it depends on you. And now under other purpose, there are different things. Amazon, eBay, different. What just what you want to do for? So since our channel is for surveys, we're strictly doing surveys. I'm going to choose for surveys. You click on surveys now, and it remains one piece I want to buy for 7 days. Now here, this is an important part. Please do not make mistake here. Authorization method. Always make sure your authorization method is username and password. Yes, use this. That you want your authorization method to be username and password. So they are going to send you your username and password instead of a static IP. So you have your username and password. Now your payment method. How do you want to pay? So I already have, since I've topped up I have $31 in my account, in my balance already. So I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to choose balance. But if you want to pay with your card, if you don't want to top up your balance, you want to just pay directly, you can pay with your card, you can pay with PayPal, like we said previously, or you can pay with crypto, you can pay with USDT. And also, if you're in Nigeria and you're having problems with paying, you can reach out to me on Telegram and I'm going to help you pay. It's not like I'm doing it for free. No, like you're going to send me the equivalent of the money in dollars to Naira and I'm going to pay for you. So so this is my balance. So I'm going to pay with my balance. So I'll click on pay with balance. I need to wait, and then I'll click on pay now. And then you give it some time, and you can see once you've paid and you successfully paid, you see this, your order has been successfully paid, blah blah, and some stuff like that. So you just come back here. To go back, come back and click on this login button. Don't worry, it will automatically take you to back to the home page, and then you click on here your ISP orders. So you click on ISP orders and you wait. So as you can see, they've not given me an IP yet. It usually takes like a minute or less than a minute, but they have to process it and make sure to give you the right order, because the proxies they are giving, right, the IPs they are giving are fresh IPs. Once you request for it, they go and generate a fresh one for you. They don't give you what someone else have used before. So some sites, once you just click on, you get IP immediately. No, those ones are what they call IP pool. They've dropped all those IPs there, so everybody has access to use it and is using it. But from Geonix, one thing I like about Geonix, no, once you create an order, they go and create a fresh IP for you, and then that's unique to only you. The one that someone has not used before. Yeah, you get a fresh new IP that has no issue. So it will take less than a minute. Sometimes it take up to 2 to 3 minutes. So while we're waiting for it to come, let me refresh one more time to see if they've sent it. Okay, they've not sent it yet. So while we're waiting for it, if you come here and check my balance, you see that my balance has reduced. So they've debited from my balance already, and they are going to send it to my ISP orders soon. Okay, look now, it's here now. So it didn't even take up to a minute, and you can see this is the IP address, and then it will tell you when to expire. It will expire on the 15th of July 2025. So this is how to buy the ISP. Now let me show you how to buy your residential proxy. So don't worry, I'm going to still make in the part of this video, I'm still going to show you how to set it up, but let me just show you right now. Let me just buy everything first. So to buy residential order, you can also come over here and click on buy proxy, then click on residential order, and then it's going to show you how to, it's going to tell you to fill how many gig you want to buy and stuff like that. Alternatively, you can come here, this part, see resident orders. Yeah, so the reason why I want to use this part is because I want to show you guys something. So if you see here, I have 10 gig. I've bought 10 gig before on this account, and sorry, I've bought 11 gig rather, and I've used 10 gig out of the 11 gig. So this is like the percentage, is showing you how many percentage you have used. So I've used 10 gig out of the 11 gig, and it will expire on the 9th of this month. So if I've used only, even if I've used only 1 gig out of the 10 gig and it's expiring soon and I don't want it to expire, Geonix has something that they call rollover. So their rollover plan, this is how it works. If you have 300 gig and the 300 gig is about to expire, just buy an extra gig to it. That's the trick we use. We'll buy an extra gig and add to the 300 gig, and the whole 300, then that's 1 gig now you're buying to the 300 gig, it will be 301 gig, right? So the thing will roll over to the next month. So instead of the 300 gig to expire, it will roll over plus the 1 gig you bought to the next month again. So for the next 1 month. So I have 11 gig plan. So I've used 10 gig, but it's so expire. It's expire in 2 days time from the day I'm making this video. So what I'm going to do now is just come here and click on add gig. When I click on add gig, they're going to show me how many I want to buy. Do I want to buy? So the one gig order is called pay as you go. That's 1 gig. The 3 gig, there's 7 gig, there's 10 gig. There's you can buy as much as 500, 5,000 gig. Depends on you. But for this video, let me just buy 1 gig. Since I want to roll over this, I can also buy 3 gig. Depends on me. So the 3 gig is $3. The 7 gig, sorry, the 1 gig is $3. The 3 gig is $7.5. They've not added the tax, so this is just the base price. Yeah. So the 7 gig is $16. The 10 gig is $22. So if you notice, the highest you are buying, the higher you are buying, rather, the cheaper it gets. So the more you are buying, the cheaper it gets. So let's just buy 1 gig. Then you click on purchase. So now they're going to come here again, like as usual. So as you can see, pay as you go is 1 gig. So hold on to use it for other purpose. Then I'll come here for browsing. Then I'll put it, I want to use it for surveys since we are doing surveys. So payment method, how do I want to pay? As usual, you can pay with anything you want, USDT, USDC, BTC, but I'm going to pay with my balance. So I'll click on my balance, and then they're going to debit $3. They're going to remove $3 from my balance. So since I already have money in my balance, the payments shouldn't take time. So you see, yeah, you get congratulations, your order has been successfully paid. So what we just have to do now is to click on login and go back. So if, as you can see, I've bought 2. I bought ISP and I bought residential, but purchased proxies is only one that is showing, only ISP that is showing. Yeah. So if you want to see your residential orders, you come here to resident orders. This is where you see your residential proxies. Now, if you notice now, my plan has changed. So my plan now is now 10 gig instead of 11 gig because I bought an extra gig, and it will expire on the 7th of August. You can see 0708. This is the date, this is the month, this is the year. So you can see now this whole 12 gig now has been rolled over to next month. So instead of expiring in 2 days time, I've moved it to a month's time from now. So anytime your proxy wants to expire, just buy an extra gig or 2 gig or 3 gig, and it will roll over it to a month again. So that's how you basically buy. So before we set it up, before we start putting it up in the browser, I'm going to show you how to set it up in the browser and everything. Let me show you guys. Another mistake people make is how to create a proxy list. So before, don't pay attention to this whole proxy list. If you've not created a proxy list before, this will be empty. So the first thing you have to do, make sure this, sorry, let me close this. Make sure this is not in rotating. Normally it's on rotating. Move it to sticky. And once you put it on sticky, click on change. People forget to do that. Once you put it in sticky, like you remove it from rotating and put it sticky, click on change. And it will take some seconds, like up to 10 seconds, then it will change. So your IP will not be rotating, your IP will be sticky. You get? So your IP will not be changing every 2 or 3 minutes. So now here now, this is where you create your proxy, right? That'll give you the username, password, and the country. So now you can use any name here. This one doesn't matter. The name you want to use here is, let's say, let me say I use tech here. Tech. The name I use here to just show here. So this name doesn't matter. It's just for identification, so you know. So if you want to use Korea, you know that okay, this IP is Korea. So anytime you want to copy it and use it, you know that okay, this Korea, this one is here. So this Cali I'm using here is for California. This one is 5 surveys on my Android phone. This is for an educational site, and this is for Dallas, Texas. So it depends on what you want to use the name. So you just choose any name you want for easy identification. So I can say let me name this one tutorial. Let me just name it tutorial here. So this is tutorial. So how do I want the authorization method? Username and password as usual. File format, just export format, just leave it as file, it doesn't matter. This is the important part here, the country. So what country do you want to use? So there are different countries. There's Europe, Asia, these are the continents rather. Then you can go down to countries. You see there are different countries. Canada, they have lots of countries in their proxy pool that you can use for. But for this video, we're going to use United States. So I'm going to click on United States. Now, what region? That's one state in United States you want to use. So they have all the whole 50 states in United States. So let's say, let me use Georgia. So when I click on Georgia, now I'm going to select city. What city in Georgia do I want to use? So there are different cities. Let me just use this one. Then ISP. What ISP do you want to use? You can leave it as random, or you can select anyone. So since AT&T is very popular in the United States, we're going to use AT&T, AT&T. So this is it. You've created it. So the next time around, this is another important part. What format do you want to use? So come over here. Use this login, password, IP, and ports. Login, password, IP, and ports. Use this one. So this one is, it will give you the username, the password, the IP, and ports. So this is what we're going to use. So click on it and then click on create. So it's going to take some seconds. So it's processing it. Like I said, they don't just give you from IP addresses or from pools. They're going to give you the one that is fresh. You get, so anytime you create an order, they're going to look for fresh one and give it to you and see it's loading. And now if you come here, this is it. This is the proxy we just created. That is the resident proxy. So now, since if you want to create for another place, let's say another state, you can still come again to United States, select the region. Maybe you don't use Georgia again, but it doesn't mean this Georgia you cannot use it anymore. No, until you delete it, it's still active, it's still working. You can create for another state, Idaho, select the city you want, select the ISP you want, you get, and then create again. And if you create like that, you still get another one here. So that's why I have many IPs here, you get. So one thing I like this residential IP is that it doesn't, one thing I prefer the residential is that it doesn't limit you to one IP. How ISP now limits you to just one IP and you cannot change your IP. Residential, you can create even 20 IPs, 30 IPs. It depends. The main thing is just have enough gig here. So once you exhaust your gig, you cannot use it again until you buy more. But ISP, once you buy it, you are stuck with one IP for the whole month. But this one, you can use up to 500 IPs in a month. It depends on what you want to use it for. So let's go back now and let me show you how to use it in a browser. So come over here and click on see all. So it's going to open a new tab, and then it's going to give you your credential. So this is the username, this is the password. So this is the username, this is the password. Then this part is the IP, the URL, and then this is the port. So to use it, let me say you want to use, let's say we want to use Incognition or more login. So it depends on the browser you're using, whether you're using Incognition, more login, anyone you're using, depends on you. So anyone you want to use, it depends on you. Let me log in Incognition and more login, and I'm going to show you guys how to set it up easily. So let me show you how we set it up in our Incognition. So for your residential IP, you just copy this. Let's say, okay, let me come to our more login browser. So you want to use your more login browser. So let's say you want to set it up on your more login browser. You can use it on any browser you're using. If you're using AdSpower, more login, Incognition, Go login, anyone, it all works. So you click on, but for this tutorial we're using more login. So you click on this, click on edit profile, and then you scroll down. So to your proxy type now, you're going to select SOCKS 5, and then come over here. So here, this is your proxy server, right? Your proxy server. So this should be your proxy server. This res.proxysale.com here, this is your proxy server. So you copy it and then come over to here and paste it. Then your ports, this is your port. The port is 1000, like this. So you copy this and then come down and then paste it here. So next part is your username. So this is your username. You copy your username and come down here and paste it under here where I wrote proxy account here. You paste it, and then your password, come down here. This is your password. So you copy this. So in my previous videos I used to blur this out, but I'm not going to blur it out so you guys don't get confused. So I'm not blurring it out. So come down and then put in your password. Then come over here and click on proxy detection, so it to check the proxy for you. So it's testing the proxy to see which countries and stuff like that. So it has checked the country and it's telling you that the proxy is in Georgia, Covington, how we selected. So you can click on confirm. So that's how easy it is to set up, and then you can confirm it, and we already confirmed it. So the next stuff is to click on start and then use it on any site you want to use. So for those doing surveys, you're using you want to do surveys, you should use the residential orders. So if you want to use it for surveys, if you want to buy for surveys, you want to use it for surveys, user testing site, use Geonix. Use it for your residential orders. So that's, then if you want to set up the ISP, remember we bought ISP. So the difference between the residential and the ISP is that the ISP doesn't change. It remains static forever for the whole duration you bought it. So if it's for 1 month you buy it, it will remain static for that 1 month. So now let me show you guys how to set up the ISP. So for this one, okay, let's use proxy sale. Let's use more login rather. You just come back here and click on edit profile, and then go back to the proxy side. Click on new proxy since we're using another proxy, and then make sure it is SOCKS 5. You change it to SOCKS 5. So now the proxy server for your ISP, come over here, come down here. This is it. This is the server. That's the IP address. That's the proxy server. You copy it and then come down and put it. So this is your proxy server, right? Now the ports, please just make sure you know the difference between ISP and residential. So they like the settings you use for them. ISP and residential, there are 2 different methods of using them. So now for ISP, the ports, they have 2 ports. They have HTTP port and SOCKS 5 port. So since we are using SOCKS 5, we're going to use this one. This is the port for SOCKS 5. So you copy the port, then come down to this and then paste the port here. So you paste the port. Then the proxy account, which is the username, come here. Now this is the username. The username and the password is automatically assigned to you. You don't need to create it, you don't need to set it up. So you copy the username. The only thing when you're using ISP, the only thing that is assigned to you is the IP address. The others are there by default. The username, the password, the ports are automatically given to you. This one is just the one that changes. So come over here and then put in the username, then now the password. So we're going to go back again, get the password, copy it, and then come over here and paste the password. So we're going to paste the password here. So once you paste the password, you have to come down and click on proxy detection. So they're going to check it and test it and see if it's working. So passed it, and you can see I'm in Vermont in USA, so you can confirm it. So now we are going to try to test it and see, so we'll know the difference between the ISP and we're going to know the difference between the ISP proxy and the residential proxies. Remember, like I said, if you want to use it for surveys, those of you doing surveys, make sure you use residential. Do not use ISP if you are using it for surveys like Prime Opinion and the rest. So come over here now, and we can go to wua.net. So anytime you set up a proxy, before opening your survey site, always make sure that you confirm that your IP address is correct. You get your IP address, or your location rather, is in the desired country. So if you want to be in France, test first. Use wua.net to test your IP address, your location, to make sure that you're in France. If you want to use it in UK, make sure that your IP address, your location is in UK before running to go and open the site. So as you can see, my IP address on WA with the ISP. Yeah, this is the ISP. So it's showing me that I'm in United States. This is the ISP, like the internet service provider is called Windstream Communication. This is my DNS, and it's showing me that no, I'm not using proxy. My IP is not blacklisted. I'm not trying to hide my IP, like this IP is correct. But then I have a 90% disguise. So it's from the time. So in my previous video, if you've watched my previous video, I showed you guys how to set up everything. So go and watch my previous video on how to set up your browser. So I just created this browser. I did not really set it up. I just put in the IP address just for the sake of this video, because I already have a video on how to set up the browser. So I'm not going to make another video on how to set up the browser, not to waste your time again. So this is the ISP proxy. So for mobile users, if you're using an Android phone, this is how to set it up. So if you want to set it up on your Android phone, there's this application called Proxyfire. So first, if you are using the application, they're going to ask you, it's free for the first 3 days. But now, as you can see, as I've opened it, they're asking me to subscribe before I can use it. And if I want to subscribe, I have to pay like $2 a month or $14 annually, which I don't want to do. So to bypass it, all you just have to do is just to uninstall it. You get, so you click on app info, come here, uninstall it, and go back to your Play Store and reinstall it. So once you uninstall and reinstall, very simple, and then you've bypassed it, you can just put in your proxy login, and then you're good to go. So to install it, we'll come to Play Store, use the search button. Yeah, you come to the search button and search for Proxyfire. So I have an old video on how to set up proxies, but we didn't use Geonix. Since Geonix I've rebranded, I'm going to make this video. So you guys, I just want to make it in an all-in-one video. So if you are using a PC, that's a laptop, you know how to set it up. If you're using Android phone or iPhone, you know how to set it up. So this is Proxyfire. You click on it. So make sure you're downloading the right one. There's just one Proxyfire. So this is it, and it's like I don't know the size. The size should be around 20 MB. if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to give, depends on your internet. Okay, it's just 6 MB, it's not even that big. So it's just 6 MB. So we're going to install it. And once you install it, what's this? This is why I don't like using, I'm not like I'm saying I'm an Android or iPhone person, but man, I prefer iPhone to Android because it just showed me 100% right now, and then it still told me to download it. I don't know why Android have that their issue, but okay, so let's just wait for it to install. And I'm not pausing this video, so I'm making the video a one-take video, so there's no pause and play, so it doesn't look like maybe I'm doing something and you guys are missing it out. No, so I'm going to there are parts where I might decide to fast forward the video. Yeah, fast forward it, install the part where I'm installing it, so I'm not going to waste your time. Click on open, and you can see now. So since as I uninstalled it and installed it back, I've gotten a 3-day trial. So I'll click on decide later, and then this is how the homepage looks like. So you come over here, come to your settings, and so the first thing you do in your setting is click on this button, this toggle, resolve host name on Proxy. Click on it, and then after you do any of your settings, make sure you click on save. Don't just click on back, click on save so you apply it. Then you click on these 3 buttons again. I hope you guys are seeing it. Then come over here to proxy servers, click on proxy servers, then click on this plus button to add a new proxy. So now we have the proxy name. You can name it any country, anything for easy identification. Let me just name this one tutorial. Then is it SOX5 or HTTP? Where is it SOX5? Then here, this is where you're going to put the address, ports, username, and everything. So we're going to get the username, the ports, like we did from our last thing. So instead of getting it from the browser, I'm going to show you how to do it here. So you come to your browser, any browser you're using, then you're going to go to the site. So remember, don't forget the site. We're going to go to the site, and this is how it looks like. So for mobile users, they might be confused. Some people usually tell me, I cannot see the login details. I cannot see where to log in. It's not allowing me to log in. So once you come to the site like this, and this is how the homepage looks like, there's no place to log in. Click on these 3 icons. So in tech, we call it the hamburger menu. Click on the hamburger menu. Then you're going to see buy proxy, free proxy, use cases, and login. Click on login. And then now you're going to put your username and password. So I'm going to put my username and password, and then login. So let me put my username and password. Want to pay from your mobile as well. You just need to click on this, click on buy proxy, and then now I'm just showing that I'm just going to make this fast. There you click on resident, you get, if it's ISP you want to buy, you click on ISP. So you click on resident, then you scroll down, you select the gig you want. You just by swiping left or right. So if you want to buy 1 gig, it's pay as you go. You want to buy 3 gig, then let's say you want to buy 1 gig, then click on this button, this buy button, and then you fill in this, and then to automatically pay for you. But since we've bought already, I'm not going to do that again. So I'm going to log in back, click on login, come over to resident orders. You get, click on resident orders, then I'll scroll down, and then I'm going to see all my proxy lists. So for this one, we're still going to use tutorial. Click on it, and then it should take us to another page. Yeah, then this is where we're going to get our proxy details, which is the username, password, IP address, and port number. So I'm going to copy the first one, which is the username, and then come over to my proxy file, and I'm going to put it here. This is the username. I'll go back to there, I'll copy the password, go back to Proxifier and put the password. So that's the password. Now the address, this is the address, which is res.proxysale.com. This one, it ends at the .com. So I'm going to copy it, come back here and paste it, the address. Then the port, this is the port, which is 10,000. The port is 10,000. the port number. So no need, I can just come here and type it manually. So 10,000, this is 1,000, 10,000. That's how you do it. Then before, make sure it's at SOX 5. Then click on save. So if you click on save now, this is your IP address. This is the server you want to use. You click on save again, and then it has connected to it. So now there's one more thing I want to show you guys. Settings. Come over to these rules. If you want to come to these settings, look at these three here, the hamburger menu. Click on it. Then come to rules. Click on rules. Now you can set up your rules. How do you want your process? Now these rules, this is a way that will help you for this, you guys using on mobile. This is the settings that will help you save your data. So, because some of you usually complain that my residential proxy, it's waste fast, it burns fast. This is how it's going to save you from how you're going to stop it from burning fast. Come over here and click only the following. Right, so now only the following means your whole device, your whole phone will not be connected to the proxy. Only these applications you allow will connect to the proxy. So then once you select the process to only the following, then you're going to select the applications you want to use. So if it's your browser you want to be using for surveys, you select the browser. If it's an app you want to use for surveys, so yeah, I'm going to use my Google Chrome browser. I'll scroll down. Maybe this 5 survey, since it's 5 survey I want to do. If it's let's scroll again. Survey on the go, top surveys, YouGov, and let me say YouTube. Those are the things I want only the proxy should work on. The rest should be using my normal Nigerian IP, but these other ones should be using the American IP or whatever the country IP I want to use. So click on save. Once you save it now, these are the things that are going to be using your proxies. So click on save again. So the rule has been saved. But if you want your whole device to be using, your entire device to be using the proxy, you come over here and allow all. So if you allow all, make sure you come to application and remove these ones. You get, so remove this, because if you do not do that, it's going to block them. You get, so click on them. So like this now, your entire device will be using the proxy because you do not block any of them. Then if you want to, I've already explained that already. So once you are done with your settings, remember to set up the proxy server, the proxy host name. Then you come to this button and click on this run button. Then it's going to ask you for connection request. You grant it, and that's all. If you start seeing this, it's trying to connect, is whatever, and your proxy is working, you can easily go to your browser and go to wua.net to check and see if your IP address has changed to like from your host country to the country you want. So one thing with when you're using mobile, usually takes some minutes, not some minutes, some seconds, because of cache and cookies that have been saved. So sometimes it takes a while, but this one is instant. So you can see my IP address is USA. The why it's showing 90% is because of the time. So once I change my time to the USA time, which I've covered in my previous video, is very easy. Yeah, just go to your device and change your time and look. So it's just the time. Once you change your time, it's going to work. So that's all for this video. So I hope you guys have learned. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask questions in the comment section. The reason why we make our videos, we don't rush our videos, is because we want everybody to follow attentively without making mistakes. Because if you make mistakes, it might end up costing you your survey accounts or whatever account you're trying to manage with the Proxies. So don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends so they can also learn. And if you have any questions, ask them. You can also reach out to me in the comments section or on Telegram. So until I see you in the next video, have a great day and take care.